So the first thing I've done is I've copied my Excel spreadsheet into a Google Sheet. And from here, I'm just kind of sorting the data. You'll notice that I have finished putting the goal areas for all the students. So the first thing I want to do is I want to sort by goal area. So I'm going to go to data, sort range, and I'm going to sort by that goal area. And sometimes I make a mistake and move that student back down to group B. But now all the students are in their goal area. The next thing I want to do is I want to sort them by their RIT in their goal area. So I want the lowest RIT to the highest RIT. To do that, I'm just going to select the students in that goal area. I'm going to go to data, sort range. I'm not going to indicate that there's a header row. So I'm going to sort by their column. So goal area A is in column H. So that's my first sort. I'm going to do a secondary sort, and I'm going to do their RIT as well, which is column E. And typically what we do is we also do a sort by their last name. And that would be your third sort. But since all the students are the same, we're not going to do that today. So your third sort would be column B. But I'm going to stop there and I'm going to hit sort. So that sorts them by their lowest, puts the lowest RIT first to the highest RIT. And then I'll do that for both column group area B. Goal area B starts in column I. Again, I'll do overall RIT, which is column E. And if I wanted to, I could do column B, last name. I'll do that for C. C is in column J. Again, overall RIT, column E, sort. And then column D as well as starts off in K. Starts off in E. And there we go. Some students have the same RIT score in multiple goal areas, so I've labeled them X, and I'll show you what I do with those students here in a second. But now I have all the students in their goal areas and by RIT. From here, I will start to kind of group them based on the RIT ranges that you find in the learning continuum. So in the learning continuum, all the RIT ranges start at like 131. They go by nines, 140. So that's what I'm going to kind of organize my groups for. So, that would be in his own RIT range, and these students would be in a group. So I'm just grouping them based on those RIT ranges and kind of making sure, I'm making sure I'm staying within those correct RIT ranges for our students. Depending on the number of groups that you have, the number of teachers available to help you out, you might have to combine groups. For example, um, you know, I'd probably combine these three students into a group just because of numbers and teacher availability. Please remember this is just one grade that I used in my example. If we were doing the entire school, these groups would be much bigger. There would be a lot more students in Group A. We try to keep our groups around 15, 16, 20, or like a 1 to 10 ratio. We can use paras. We use our specials teachers as well. I would go and do the same thing for goal area B, goal area C, and goal area D. The students that kind of fall into two goal areas, I just kind of look at our numbers. So if I knew I had a group that was pretty small in goal area B in that 198 range, I would just move that student to that group. So it's just trying to keep the ratio pretty small so that we can deliver the best instruction. Then I would have assigned the teacher, the MTSS teacher. I had a category for that. And then I would just put the location where that group meets. And that would set up my spreadsheet. It works out pretty nicely depending on the number of teachers you have available to give students to the interventions that they need.